My first point is a bit of a cliche, but be yourself. And it's amazing how many people think that being themselves isn't going to get them anywhere in life. But the same way that you would actually attract a partner by being yourself is the same way you will attract good friends into your life. So make sure that you're not putting on a show or a front or pretending to be someone that you're not, because you may even attract people to you and you may even have friends, but eventually, the act is going to be too difficult to keep up and you won't be able to, and it's all going to come out in the end. And then people just think that you're a bit strange for having acted that way in the first place. So just be who you are. And also, there's a difference between self-improvement and being fake. So you can actually be improving on yourself, doing what you have to do to get better in life, but still being you at the same time. My second point is to be a good friend yourself. So if you want to have good friends around you, obviously you need to also be a good friend. You can't just expect people to want to be with you or be around you when you're not doing anything, you're not giving in any way, you're kind of maybe even selfish. So be giving even without expecting anything back in return. So you can be helpful, be honest with your friends or potential friends, because you may think, oh my God, that might drive people away. Well, actually, some people will really appreciate an honest opinion. Also, be sensitive to their needs. So, for example, if you see that they're a bit stressed, could they do with maybe going out somewhere, knowing, something that they need that would really help them to relax? You can be that kind of friend that can kind of tell when the person needs some kind of help and actually offer yourself to help them. My third point is to obviously know your boundaries. So do not smother your friends. No one likes to be smothered. Give them the space when they need it. Now, I know, I'm sure you've had those kind of friends where it's really nice at first, but then it just gets too much. I remember having a friend when I think I must have been in school, and literally she was a neighbor as well, but she would literally come round every single night, and it was just getting too much. I didn't have time to study. She was okay, we used to have a laugh, but she wasn't really I would say an encouraging friend. It was just a lot of sort of messing around and stuff. And I got really tired of it and really bored of it in the end. And I can't remember if I said anything at the end of it, but it just got too much. So, you can kind of outstay your welcome sometimes. So be also sensitive. That's another way of being sensitive to a person's needs, knowing when you should be there, when maybe you should give the person some space. And also, you don't need to know everything about each other. No best friends, normally they know everything, the ins and outs of each other's lives and partners and things like that. But there has to be some kind of boundary. There has to be a place where, okay, I don't cross this line, especially when it comes to your friends' relationships. Yes, if they ask you for advice, you can give your opinion, but not kind of force your opinion on them and tell them what to do in their relationships. And my fourth point is, know when to move on. So sometimes, I don't know if this has happened to you, certain friends that you had maybe a few years ago, you kind of move on and you kind of change as a person, and you're different, and you're doing different things in your life, and maybe you kind of still keep that thing on, oh, we need to meet up with friends from the past. It's nice, but sometimes are you doing that just because you feel like you should, or do you actually have anything in common? Because I was actually speaking to someone the other day, and she met up with a group of friends, and she was saying to me, it's like I was so bored sitting there with them. They were just talking about this stuff that I'm not interested in anymore, and I don't want to be like a snob, but I just didn't feel comfortable. And sometimes there are situations where you do need to move on. If, for example, you're seeing that friendship has kind of fizzled out, yes, you try to kind of revive it like you would a relationship, but there are times when those kind of friends that you had maybe in your college days, you don't really have anything in common anymore. Maybe they can even kind of drag you back in some aspects. So know when you should actually let some friendships go and actually create new ones as well to help you.